Good morning, friends. It's Julie, and today we're going to head off and run some errands, and we're running on empty. One of the themes of the big theme of my channel is living life with chronic illness. And yes, I might do journaling, I might do to resell and all that stuff, but the thing is big part of my life is chronic illness. And for the last few days, I have just been in pain. And it's just really hard. Like yesterday, all I could do was dishes, and that was it. I'm a little bit better today, so that's why I am heading out. Otherwise, I would have stayed home. So it's just, this is the way life is. It's not for sympathy, but so that is just what I'm dealing with today. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but that was a ka-ching. My eBay has been going really good, and I want to tell you a little bit more about it, but I'm really excited because, oh, I just sold something for $45 that I paid $2 for. So that's pretty exciting. So I have to get something done to my car. We're going on a little vacation soon. And I do want to take you with me on that one because we're going to go on the Charlie Russell choo-choo train up in Lewistown, Montana. And so let's just get going and see what we've got going on and see how long I last. And let me know how you are doing and what you're dealing with as well. Let's get going. So I have already done 2 errands, and the first one was when I went to Ace Hardware and dropped off my mail. Yes, I have a post office in Ace. And then I decided to get some birdseed, which I get for my birds as a treat. They keep them tame. They'll eat out of my hand anyways. And for the first time, I went up and asked, can someone help me carry this out to my car? And they were more than happy to. I have an issue with it because I don't like asking for help. And then I was at the Tire-Rama place, and they said, oh, we didn't realize you were waiting here, so they parked the vehicle down the street. And do you want us to pick that up for you? And I'm thinking, yeah. But can I walk? But then I am walking around with a little limp and pain, a little stooped over, so I said yes. So 2 times today, I have said yes to help. It's hard. It's very hard to do it, but it helps me a lot. It'll help me to get through the day. And now I have a little extra time, so as a treat, we're going to go into Broadwater Mercantile and see what they have. It's an antique store I went to before, and see if they have any postcards. Let's go. So that was a really good trip. And the lady was there again. Excuse me. And so I got a whole bunch of postcards and pictures. At first, I had dismissed quite a few of them because they were like $5, $8 each. And I was thinking, I really can't pay that much because I don't know if they'll work. But she said that she makes you a deal. And so I had about over 30 postcards. Most of them are real photo postcards, which are the real collectible ones. And then she said, what do you want to do for them? I'm thinking $1 a piece. I'll do 30. And I said, well, I don't really know. How many do I have here? I don't like it when they say, how much will you pay for them? And then she said, how about 15? And I said, yes. I wasn't going to quibble with it. Because to me, they are really neat. And there's a pack of them that maybe I'll show you at the end. A pack of them that look like they're all from the same location. And I'm really curious to see if I can figure out where that is. There's nothing written on the back, but maybe I could solve a mystery. I really like the stories behind the postcards. So that was good, and it wasn't too much. And I really like sourcing things locally. We put money back into our local economy, and I'm not just buying online of other things people could have bought. It's kind of like fresh to the market in a way. So, all right, so I'm going to head down to Marketplace 3301 where my shop booth is and do some restocking. Let's get going. So I just have this bag today, but it's very heavy because there's a big old pottery bowl in it. So I am taking my wagon. It's much easier. Okay, let's get going. Oops, gotta lock the car though. Anyone need a job? Cool. Hello. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's cool. Hello. And here we are. So we're back home again, and it went well at the shop. I restocked a bit, and it looks much better. Well, it looks a little better. And so I wanted to share with you my postcards that I got. I got them all for $15 for this stack, and most of them are real photo postcards. So basically, I paid about 50 cents each. And this one is Billings Red Lodge Highway, and this is to Cook City entrance of Yellowstone. And this is a scene I'm pretty familiar with. And originally, they wanted $8 for this. So the lady said whenever she's there, she'll give you a deal. And yes, she gave me a great deal because when it comes to real photo postcards, I am more apt to pay like $1 if they're good. But these were about 50 cents. This is Glendive, Montana. I like to have local stuff. And this one even has a postmark of Miles City. This is for me. It is sheep. Shepherd. Don't know where that's from. They wanted $2 for that. This one, Native American. And this reminded me of the, what do you call it? A little bit of the Fred Harvey cards, but this is earlier. This is a Tux, which is a collectible postcard oilette. And I've heard of oilettes that they're good to collect, and it might be for me because I like to collect the weaving and spinning ones of the Southwest. And okay, so then we have the dollhouse and cabin. I don't know anything about this. Just thought, hey, it's Wyoming. This is a little morbid, but it is a gravesite. But people collect those grave sites. They wanted $3. And here's some military ones. So a whole bunch of nice ones that were not marked. And yeah, for 50 cents each. This one does have some names on it from Brother Clarence. And this is probably not going to be easy to track that one down, but the Little Belt Mountains. Excuse me, I had a little interruption. Anyways, Little Belt Mountains are in Montana, and we have driven through them several times. And it does have a postmark for Forsyth, Montana. And we have another military, it looks like, in the barracks. And Clarence again. Now we have a last name. Maybe I'd be able to track him down, because this could be Clarence again. Yep, Clarence, my brother. And have a sister. And then we have where the photo was taken or developed. So this looks like somebody overseas, some military men studying a statue. It's almost comical, like they're trying to be funny. Not sure about this. If you have ideas on what this is, let me know. There is something here. There's some words and there. So there's nothing in the back. That's kind of the fun of these old pictures, is where is it and what was going on? Greenwood Cemetery, another morbid thing, but hey, people really like these kind of things. And it's got some writing. One of the prettiest cemeteries in Iowa. Oh, good. So there you go. Very identifiable. Things change, and people like to see how they change. I'm going to turn this around. Okay, now we've got Hollywood. Something, Hollywood, something home, Hollywood, something, California. So somebody's home. That's a nice aerial view. And then we've got Sylvan Lake, South Dakota. I don't remember seeing any lake in South Dakota like that. Maybe it's near the border of Minnesota. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I'm going to put this to last because I want to explain that. So this one was kind of cool. She said, oh, the Great White Fleet. And I'm like, oh, what's that? Because I remember hearing that. This is the thing about postcards. Then she explained what it was. And it just says fleet in Elliott Bay. So now I have a little bit more to describe it. And that's what I love about postcards, is you learn things, or a lot of things you forgot about when you were a child. Or, from, what is it? Are you smarter than a fifth grader kind of thing? Not anymore. Union Station. Nice card there. Monastery. This may not be a real photo. I have to take my loupe to it, but Crozier Falls. I don't even remember grabbing this one. Oh well. Onamia. Yeah, I lived in Minnesota for 40 plus years, so I'm still kind of, my heart is still partially there. I don't know. So this one, Crozier College in Onamia, so it's still the same subject. Sacred Heart Hospital in Convent in Yankton. It just looked interesting to me. Streamline Ferry, Kalakala. Don't know where that is, but I will try to find out. Here's another soldier. Maybe it's our friend Clarence again. There's 3 men there in a barracks. Ebert. Oh, it's different. Ebert and Delbert Watsow, Fort Benny, Harrison, Indiana. So I'll look that up and find more about that before I would sell it. Gymnasium in Deerfield, Wisconsin. That's quite the gymnasium, don't you think? It looks like a castle. And I like it when these old ones have some dates on them. So a little note when it's actually posted. And then we have a photograph, and this was in with the picture postcards. And this is Billings, Montana, and it is the airport. And the airport looks a little different than it does now. So I thought that was a neat image, and maybe some collector would like that. Now this last bit, they all cradled together. They were in different spots in there, but look, they have folds, if you can see that. All of them went together. So I know these came from the same. She thought it came from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, or somewhere like that. Somewhere that didn't quite relate. But there's a whole bunch of these, and the mystery is, where are these from? And so having multiple pictures from the same lot will help. And they're here. looks like what looks to be a couple soldiers in front of some structure. So if you have any ideas on location, I would love to hear. Again, they're in uniform. This is hard to see. There's horses there and what looks like some barracks. And I know this is a little faded. Here looks like far away barracks. There we go. Some guys in uniform. World War I or before. Probably World War I. And we have them hitched up. Looks like a pair of mules or donkeys. I can't tell. I'm not very good at knowing what's what there. And there's some gentlemen in the wagon. So this little pile intrigued me. And since she only said 50 cents a card, I decided to get the whole stack and try to solve the mystery. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it cost me $4.50 for this mystery. And if I don't solve it, at least I can just say sell it. I would probably sell this together because they all go together, and tell them, this is what I got, and somebody will probably out there know what that is. So those are the postcards that I got today. I'm really excited. I love these old ones that are just different. Just let me show you something here. I have a whole bunch of these kind of postcards. This is like considered chrome because these are the modern ones. And then I've got a bunch of these linens. I like the linens. I just like that look and the feel. The old ones. And there's these white border one. Oh no, that's still the linen. But anyways. But these are all mass produced. And some of them are a little more rare. This one is not than others. But, for the most part, I'm putting $4.47 on these because they're mass produced. And there's a lot of them. This is another linen. So, like Washington, D.C., how many people did go there and buy, postcards? So they're so common. There's so many of them. Most of what you find are nice. And these are in great shape. So I'm still going to list them because they're in good shape. Because if you're going to buy one, you might as well buy one that's in really good shape. If they don't have good shape, then I like this, like really, really good. Then I'm putting them in my shop booth because, if somebody can just pick it up for a little cheaper because I don't have all the fees, like the other fees. So that's why I like these guys, these real photo postcards. They're a little more rare. They're older. And sometimes you may be the only one to have one of those pictures because people would take pictures or have a photographer come out and then they would have them made into postcards. And that's mostly when they have like maybe something like this. This is our farm. Say, for instance, here's my farm. Here, this might be, they want to show their friends and relatives pictures of their place, so they make them into postcards. And it's cheaper to send them, too, and then you can write a note on the back. So something like this may be the only image in existence of this. Maybe they had several made, but who knows if they were kept. So that's why I like these old photo postcards because they're just unique. So anyways, I like to look at this. Might be the only image of this because it was probably a loved one's grave. And same with the soldier. It might have been a photographer on the base and said, let's, for a little bit more, you can make this in a postcard and send it home. And here you go. So here's Clarence. So that is what I am enjoying about this. I love the search, the history, the stories behind it. All of the things that, my English major love of history personality loves and enjoys in this, the hunt for this kind of stuff. So anyways, thanks for staying tuned for this little tutorial. And if you'd like to hear more about postcards and stuff, let me know and I will do some more. But thank you for coming along on the journey today, and I hope you have a joyful day. Goodbye.